Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the RV Odd Couple, where we pray for the best and plan for the worst.
This is Farmer John, and
Stop calling me Farmer John. We have never been so excited to do a live before. Usually we get really nervous, but so much has changed in our RV lifestyle, and we're going to talk about those things, but we've got some huge changes in our lives.
Huge announcements
Where we're going to tell you guys what's going on behind the scenes. But first,
we have a couple of things to discuss. What's the first one? I got a mental blank spot.
Well, the first one is that we're going to be grandparents. I'm going to be Oompa. That's what my dad was called. It was an Oompa for my kids. And so, I mean, the kid's going to decide what I'm called, but I'm hoping
you might be called like
Poop. Like Mercedes calls me Poop.
I call you Poopy.
Another big announcement. Mercedes and I, we've been we don't know it's been a strange time.
There's a shift.
It's a shift. What turned out is just us doing RVing full time and starting a channel and sharing our experience ended up turning into a mission after our daughter was healed by the help and the prayers, the love of the RV Odd Squad. We came to a turning point somewhere at around 2 or 2.5 years.
Which you guys are literally watching like a slow moving car crash.
Things had just been unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. As you guys know, we gave our lives to God and set out on this journey, trusting that His will would be done and that we do the best we can to help His other kids and share all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly as we go. We ended up landing here at Thunder Canyon, and
there's been a change of plans.
There's been a big change of plans because Mercedes and I, we didn't know what to do. We thought we were going to, get Thunder Canyon, get a campground going.
And then we'll
head out and start RVing again. Well, we're still going to RV.
Yeah.
But we're going to be here for the winter developing Thunder Canyon.
Mister, I'm not spending another winter here. Is spending another winter
here.
Yeah,
so our channel, it's kind of cool. The RV Odd Squad, who has basically picked us up and helped us carry us
shown us how to do everything.
They've shown us how to do everything.
From RVing to basic life skills.
Yeah. And over the past year, we've been blessed to have thousands of them come and meet them face to face here at Thunder Canyon. We've actually been building an incredible community here at Thunder Canyon.
And that's the thing, is that what we thought Thunder Canyon was going to be is not what it's looking like it's going to be. And that's part of the shift as far as this big channel announcement, as far as this big change.
We plan God laughs. And so we've been praying again for discernment and trying to figure out what's going on. We've been blessed to have so many of you come and visit us here at Thunder Canyon. We've decided to spend the winter here at Thunder Canyon, and we'd love as many of you as you can come visit us. But we've decided with the RV Odd Couple to change Thunder Canyon into a set. Thunder Canyon's kind of becoming a set, and we're going to start homesteading on a piece of this property. As a lot of you do know, we got 226 acres of pure paradise here. And Mercedes and I have decided you guys know I've always been a prepper. Again, I pray for the best and plan for the worst, but I'm kind of tired of being afraid all the time. And so I'm picking myself up to be more positive. There is some good things. There's a lot of love and light that is slowly coming into the world and pushing the evil that's been coming back. And so we're both super excited to let you guys know we're going to be homesteading here. We're going to be building kind of off-grid our home. We're going to get some chickens. We're looking at possibly getting some bull or cows.
Well, that's actually part of the other announcement too. Oh. Okay, so there's a lot more, but behind the scenes, the experience here at Thunder Canyon. So we thought this would just be like RVing in this beautiful trees, because this area is absolutely beautiful. Well, the Thunder Canyon experience, just like we're trying to bring back the old Boy Scout principles, good hometown values. And
on my best, I will do my duty to God and my country.
Well, in that same light, what if the Thunder Canyon experience isn't just like the 1970s dirty dancing? It isn't just like old school Boy Scout principles, but what if there's a farm to table aspect of it too, where we're, bringing back like simple food? And I'm not saying that
we're going to eat your chickens. Is that what you're saying?
No. But like, for example, because you brought up the chickens, so let's talk about them. For example, I'm getting 4 to 6 eggs a day. And so I'm being able to gift some of these eggs to people. And every now and then it just feels really cool to give them, half a dozen eggs. And
it's awesome.
And so what if like we have breakfast here and we're eating eggs that came from here? Like, what would that look like if, for example, we're going to have a cookout because it's Labor Day weekend? Well, those burgers came from the local butcher, Crow's Butcher Shop. So
local beef.
What does it look like if it's not just a Thunder Canyon experience of this absolute gorgeous, beautiful trees and paradise in the fall and just
community
yes
of like-minded people who believe in God, family, country?
What does it look like if it also has an old school hometown food element to it, or just experiencing? So for example, we did our grand opening on the 4th of July and we went all out and we got this tent and we got these floaties and we got this and this. Guess what? You know what people really enjoyed? Hanging out with one another.
Just spending time together.
So what we're doing like this week and these upcoming weeks, we have like just one event a day, right? Just 1 or 2 simple events a day instead of trying to jam pack a schedule of all the stuff. But the things that we're doing are simple. Like yesterday at 9:00, we will meet and we'll have kind of a prayer and punch list breakfast. Well, we met, we had some fruit, we had some danishes, we had some coffee. And then those who were inclined to, like we had an electrician come in and give us an electrical review. Like, and other people were just sitting around talking about, and it just a sense of community that we haven't had in so friggin' long.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then at 9:00, we decide what time we're going to do the next thing. So we're going to have an ice cream social and a bonfire, but it rained, so no bonfire, but we ended up having the ice cream social and we just sat around eating ice cream and it was awesome. And so what we're doing is changing the Thunder Canyon experience into this simple, like, get all the frills, but just together and breaking bread and something magical happens.
Yep. We start off every day here with a prayer. We meet over at the fellowship hall.
Yep.
And we really didn't know where we were going to go with the channel. And now suddenly it's all starting to come together. And recently we've decided to take a piece of land here at Thunder Canyon and build our homestead. We hope to be completely 100% self-sufficient. Mm-hmm. So again, praying for the best, but planning for the worst. Yep. And so we're going to be showing you building our small cabin, or we haven't, we just start in the beginning of this. We will be putting a greenhouse here.
Yes.
We have a neighbor that is selling some cows.
Okay. Should we talk about the cows?
I'm buying some cows.
Guys, no, he's not buying like a cow or two. Homeboy here decides to buy 17 cows because that's how Farmer John is going to do it.
Well, we've got the land, and they're pretty much already here now. It's one of our neighbors, and everybody that comes to Thunder Canyon, they love the chickens and they love the cows.
The cows are kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. And so Mercedes' idea was, hey, can you imagine if not only when they come to Thunder Canyon, if you guys have never tasted a fresh egg, you haven't tasted eggs
yet. The yellows are different.
Our eggs are so good. So we're going to expand our chicken coop family, or whatever you want to call them.
Watch out, Koch brothers. I'm coming for you. I'm just kidding.
and then be able to have a burger or a piece of meat that was actually grown here at Thunder Canyon from the cattle that we're raising. So some of you think we may be absolutely out of our minds.
We are.
We feel led to continue this mission. Around 2.5 years in, Mercedes and I could have went in many different directions. A lot of YouTube channels, we could have cashed in, and we decided instead of cashing in, we were going to build a community, and so that our success would become all of the RV Odd Squad success. Those who put us here would benefit from the success that the channels had. And so we've shifted from RV Odd Couple into the RV Odd Squad, and we're not leaders of that. We're just kind of bring other people who believe in God, family, and country together.
No, we're blind stewards. We're doing like this.
And it's just been amazing. The relationships that we're building here since we got Thunder Canyon, which is a little over a year now, are just incredible. And we're super excited about that. Super excited about it. And we're really hoping that as many of you can come out and visit us. We've got some great events planned here this fall. As Mercedes said, we got something going on every day. Our bonfire last night got rained out. And
it's okay.
Yep. We do hikes in Thunder Canyon. We've been slowly opening places up so you can get down to the creek. Guys, we have almost 4 miles of creek, 2 different creeks that run through Thunder Canyon.
And a tributary. How special is that to have 2 creeks meet?
Coming together right near the house. And so just like we've done from the very beginning, we want to simply share our experience, the heartache, the love, the goodness, but also the tears.
Well, and sorry, I'm hopping in here.
Please go.
So, and it's still, so this is an RV park. We have RV drama all the time. I mean, like a lot of stuff happens with the RV. So we're still the RV odd couple, but there's a couple of we're entering into this realm of hospitality, which apparently is a very difficult industry to be in. And, you know, like, for example, the house that we're in right now is right in the center of the campground. We kind of feel like we're in a fishbowl. So we need, for two reasons, we need to have a home that's not like in the center of everything, but close enough that we're here. But we want to turn this structure into a bed and breakfast because of the way it's situated, the bedrooms. This would make a perfect bed and breakfast for those of you that don't have RVs, you know, and it wouldn't be that hard to turn over or clean a bedroom versus cleaning full on cabins, that sort of thing. So we're trying to learn how to do this stuff, but also thinking about it being a whole inclusive experience where, you know, Thunder Canyon is the destination. It's respite. You're far away from the city. The stars here are amazing.
Darkest place I've ever been in my life. Sometimes at night you can't see your hand in front of you. That's how dark it can get. We've got a telescope. You know, we just put in some frisbee golf. We've got another guy from Quail Canyon, a good friend of ours from Quail Creek. He's coming in Monday and bringing us more 8 disc golfs. We've got a badminton set. So we are not leading this. The RV Odd Squad is leading this. We pray for discernment and to be directed to where we need to go. And as we go, the right people are showing up at exactly the right time. And so they're not, Mercedes gets all over me because I don't like to plan. Planning stresses me out. But this whole mission is unfolding as he would have it, not as we would have it.
Well, and it's just, it's so cool. And, you know, I saw a comment asking about 20 new chickens. No, they haven't arrived yet. I mean, chop, chop, you know the address. I'm waiting on the delivery of said chickens. But that's a side note.
First things first, we're plotting out a piece of the land. We don't know yet, 5 or 10 acres, 15, 20 acres around this area that we can basically build and get a little bit of privacy, but still be super close to Thunder Canyon. We're also still hot in the search for our RV. We've picked out the RV we want. We want a Super C. And right now we just can't afford that. All of our resources go into building Thunder Canyon.
Yeah.
But we do believe that prices will come down as things kind of get tough. We think it's going to be a tough winter for a lot of people. And what better way to get through tough times than with community?
Than together.
Yeah. My grandmother used to tell me, Nana, she used to tell me about these stories from the Great Depression where they lived in downtown Boston. And nobody had anything, but everybody helped each other. All the kids that would have a September birthday, everybody would chip in a few bucks or a few pennies to get a cake. And all those kids would celebrate their birthday for that month. And it actually created community. I think our country's gotten a little bit lost or a lot lost. We're way off track.
And we're so isolated.
And everybody's so isolated. Guys, 35% of our audience does an RV. You know, and by putting this into a bed and breakfast, and right now we've added our old RV that we were in for 2 years is now rented. We have Ken Switzer come in and other people come in and stay in our RV and hang out with us for these events that we've got going on. So it's not quite what we planned or thought it was going to be.
But it's unfolding exactly as it should.
As it should.
And the other piece, another big announcement that we kind of haven't told you guys public yet, but real quick first, Sage wants white they're Polish crested hens. Okay, she wants those. Just a heads up. The black ones with the white tops. Just saying.
Yeah, they get these fuzzy heads.
Yeah, they have these really cool fuzzy heads. White crested black Polish. You know who I'm talking
to. And don't be mailing us these birds, guys. We got a lot of things to do.
583 Thunder Canyon Drive.
Don't send us birds. We're not ready for them yet. I can't believe you just did that. Come on.
Hens only, though. Hens only.
Oh, my God.
No roosters.
Oh, my God. So, again, first things first, we got to find the piece of land here at Thunder Canyon that we're going to homestead on. Again, a little bit of privacy. Then we're going to plan our house. We're going to plan where we're going to put the chickens and where the cattle is going to be held. We're going to build, of course, one of the first things we're going to do is build Sage a little dollhouse. Hopefully, I see it maybe matching the house. And we're going to raise Sage here. Again, you guys, most of you know, we're not putting Sage in public schools.
Yep.
We are bringing her through the Abeka program. Sage is doing absolutely amazing.
She's so
starting
happy
to read, and she loves it here. And what a blessing it is to have thousands of grandparents
Oh, that's
come and visits
basically
her.
what
She gets
she
so
has.
spoiled here.
I know.
People are so good to her. Hey guys, if you can do us a favor, give this video a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, that would help us a lot.
Comment also, not just in the chat, but in the comments below of this video, you'll be able to leave a comment to us. And what do you guys think? Do you like the idea of what we're doing? Are we nuts?
We're totally nuts.
We're totally nuts.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Give us your thoughts. We are super excited about it. For 50, Sage and I turned 57 and Sage turned 7 on September 27th. Her kids turned 7.
Yeah.
Sage and I share the same birthday. She was born on my 50th birthday. What better way, than to actually, Sage is growing up with a whole bunch of grandparents that can teach her, and we're teaching her and putting in her the values that we want, not what somebody else wants.
Well, and it's okay. So funny thing, but I want to kind of go back to the cows because we haven't talked about the cows enough. Okay, there's 17 of them. Okay, but they're not dairy cows. They're meat cows.
Yeah, no, we're not doing dairy cows.
But so the way that the meat cows work, so you sell the babies, right? Because you can't crossbreed the babies with the daddy, and they're mostly ladies in just one bull. Kind of like the same thing with the chickens, right? You got one rooster and a lot of ladies. So the way that it works, though, is that the person that we're working with loves these cows and wants to make sure that they go to the right people and kind of wants visitation rights, right? So it works out perfect.
It's true.
We're not walking into this completely blind. We have somebody that we can pick their brain. Like, what do we do about this? What do we do about this? Because their vested interest in making sure the cows are okay.
Yeah, they're going to teach us.
They're going to literally.
It'll be a soft handoff.
It's a soft handoff, and it's the perfect type of scenario for us to expand from chickens to cows. And dairy cows, I guess, are a lot of work, but meat cows are not as labor intensive, but they're still work. So, and that'll be but anyway, so
we're guessing once after a year, we'll have about 6 or 7 cows per year, the meat from 6 or 7 cows. Yes. We've got a ton of land to expand if we like it. Yeah. Again, we don't know exactly how it's going to look, but we're super excited to watch it unfold and to share the whole experience with you guys. You guys taught us how to RV the first couple of years within the comment section, telling us what we were doing wrong.
Skills.
And now a lot of you have a lot of information we don't have with chickens, with cows. And you'll be sharing those experiences with us and kind of, putting us on track so that we can get better and better about it. I never imagined in my life that I go around Ida, Alabama here, and people I don't even know, they yell, "Hey, Farmer John." That's my name here. It's Farmer John. Farmer John. Farmer John.
Yeah, because he's not a farmer. He's a farmer.
I'm a farmer.
A farmer is a Bostonian word. It's pronounced like pharmaceutical. Farmer.
Farmer, but I'm not a chicken farmer. I'm a bull farmer.
No, I'm the
bull. I'm a what do you call it?
A manly cow farmer. Nothing's sexier and manlier than a cow farmer.
Cow farmer.
No. I'm the mother hen, but you're the manly bull. So it's a
Oh, thank you, baby.
Yeah, you're my manly bull.
Thank you very much. I
and
appreciate
I'm your broody
that.
hen.
But we get some huge events coming up.
Oh, you're a cattleman. There's a name for it.
My cattle.
No,
yeah,
cattleman.
I'm a cattle farmer. I'm not a chicken farmer. I'm a cattle farmer.
Cattleman. Okay. Cattleman sounds really refined, though. It does kind of have a southern sound to it.
Again, guys, we've got some big things planned for this fall, and there's no place in America that is as beautiful as Ida, Alabama, out in the country, the northeast side corner of Alabama. And fall is gorgeous here. Guys, it's been hot this summer. It gets hot in Alabama. As fall happens and the trees start coming down, you really start to hear the creek. The rain starts to pick up. There's a couple of points here that you look down into a gorge or a canyon that's like 100 feet deep. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So those of you who can make it, if you can afford the gas to get here.
I know, if you're close by.
We wish you would. And the other piece of this is...
I hear Sage. I'll be
right back.
You
going to check on Sage?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'll be right back.
Let me know if you need me.
I think I'm good.
Okay. If you guys could give this video a thumbs up, YouTube's been beating on us a little bit for the last 6 months since we got here. They don't like what we talk about. And so if you give the video a thumbs up and leave comments, it'll actually help the algorithm get this out to more RV Odd Squad members. We've heard that a lot of our RV Odd Squad members suddenly have not been subscribed to us. They've been unsubscribed. We don't know how that works or why it works that way. I can tell you that because we've been so honest about our experience and God, family, country, and some, I try to keep my political views out of this. Mercedes gets that stuff out.
That is hilarious.
We want to be a family that talks about the positive.
Yeah.
And
solution.
That's the solution. Yeah. I'm sick and tired of whining and complaining about what the other side is doing. And instead of, getting the people I want to hang out with, the people I want to raise sage with.
Let's focus on what we want.
Yeah, let's focus on what we want. You know what? Because ultimately light is going to take over dark. Viv, our friend Viv, an RV Odd Squad member.
She's such a sweetheart.
She sent me a text. Mercedes and I just did our first podcast 2 nights ago. We did our first podcast. Now we did it live in front of our founders.
That was hilarious.
Our founders are the people who lift us up and kind of give us the money to go without getting sponsors.
Yeah.
Without, most of the other YouTube channels out there, they get sponsorships and they get paid to do little commercials and stuff.
It's a win-win though, because it has telehealth, it has insurance benefits, it has all this. So we're creating this membership.
We're creating an incredible membership. It starts at $99. As you know, Thunder Canyon is a membership campground. You have to be a member. It's $99 to join. It's for the full year.
97,
and you get 97. You save $2. If you'd like to support what we're doing and you like what Mercedes and I are doing, become a member. Hopefully we're going to have some places like a bed and breakfast and some rental RVs. So you want to come visit us this winter, you can. And then we have another membership called a founders membership. And that founders membership.
These are our peeps that are.
These are the people that love, support us, and have brought us. So we could never have done this without them. We bought Thunder Canyon with these people.
These are the guinea pigs that we decide to do a podcast, and we're like, hey guys, on Friday night, how about if we hang out together and you watch a slow moving car crash called our first podcast, which we did not decide on a name, by the way, guys.
We still are working on our name.
The episode was to figure out our name, and we never decided the name.
And what was funny is Mercedes has been pushing me to start a podcast for a year, and I've been pushing back. And so we bought some equipment and we did it and we sent it out to our founders, and there was a couple hundred in there and they watched us. I thought it was just a mess.
A train wreck.
It was a train wreck. I was so embarrassed by the time this thing started because we didn't have any structure to it. We just started talking about politics and sex and just whatever Mercedes wanted to talk about.
Whatever I wanted to talk about, because I love talking about politics. No, but I will say this. It was an experience for John. The goal was for him to have an outlet to let out some of his frustrations as far as, political things. But I realized that I hated listening to that. So I would talk about Kim Kardashian to make him shut up, and it worked. But it was hilarious because you could see the dynamic and we laughed so hard. So I think what we're going to do is keep doing that with our founders. Basically, our founders are who we run things by, and we have private Zooms where we talk about things because believe it or not, before we bring it on YouTube, generally we actually have thought about something sort of. We sort of have thought about it first. So it was a blast, though. But I like podcasts. John was like, podcasts.
I was freaked out by it.
He was a total boomer about it.
And it's live. And so we're going to start doing that every month. Our founders are going to get to watch us live.
You get to watch the train wreck.
And then what we'll do is we'll take the podcast and edit it for the public. But it'll be a month or two after we actually go live.
We'll give you guys little snippets.
And the reason we're doing this, guys, is the RV Odd Squad. They're the biggest blessing we've received in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they kind of guided and directed us. We can't do this all by ourselves. There's no way we can do this by ourselves.
Together, we're unstoppable.
Together, we're unstoppable. And the more founders that come in, the more benefits we get in telehealth, telemedicine, veterinarian health.
That's
on your phone. It was huge. We've used telemedicine 4 times.
Yeah.
We've used it twice for Skippy.
Yeah.
But we have special insurance rates. Soon we're going to be adding a group health rate, for those of us who need health care and we don't have a company that we work for. So we're super excited about it. Yeah. We love as many of you as possible. Just know that if you want to come and camp at Thunder Canyon or you want to support us, it's $99, guys. Yeah. And it takes care of all of this. And then we continue to share the experience with you. and without being, misguided by just running commercials or selling products. It's just not what we do.
And not just that, but part of the reason for the membership is that I don't want to be open to like anyone in the public. I want to make sure that the people that are really here want to be here. I don't want to be like, I want this to be a place that's safe for families, that's a very family friendly environment.
You've never seen so many American flags than you'll see here at Thunder Canyon.
Well, and I think that by having the membership, there's a certain pride of ownership. People that are here want to be here. They're happy to be here. And I think there's something too that, even people that are like, there's a certain thing of legacy, like, I think the reason people are willing to come here and like give their expertise and let us interview them and help is because they want to leave behind a place that is better than.
Well, it's never been about money. This whole thing has been about legacy, something to leave a beautiful piece of land for our children and their children. For my I can't wait to have our grandkid come here to Thunder Canyon, but it's been about the legacy and that's all it is. It's never been about money. There was 24 families that came in and helped us put this whole deal together. Guys, we have never had an employee at Thunder Canyon for over a year.
I know.
We are all member owners. I mean, once you're a member, you're responsible to clean up your, the Boy Scout, leave the place cleaner than you did. And we've had everything that we need. God sends. It's,
right when we need it.
Right when we need it, it shows up. Electricians, plumbers, architects. We've got an architect that's working on a chapel to build here at Thunder Canyon.
Because we need shelter. I mean, we need a place that's outdoors that doesn't have, it's like no walls, but just roof so that we can hang out outside. And that's something that's pretty cool too, is that our audience has had careers. And so you guys have experience in different things. So John and I don't need to know everything there is to know about the hospitality, electrical, all these different industries. But you guys are, just give us guidance. And that's the thing that I think is huge. And the people
our members decide which way this thing goes. Exactly. Hey, you want to add you want to add something? Yeah. Okay. What can we do? And you go ahead and figure it out. Tell us what you want to do. And we'll see if we can get the money for it.
That's like our last founders meeting, kind of like 4th of July, where we thought that people wanted this, but it turns out they just want simple and to hang out with each other. Well, we thought people wanted, like an integrate games course type stuff.
Oh my God.
What people really want is a dog park.
The 4th of July grand opening was 4 days of back-to-back stuff going on, DJs and dancing and this. And by the time it was done, we were sick. We both got sick with the China thing and we were down for a month. But what people really enjoy was just relaxing, coming here and seeing the beauty of Thunder Canyon, getting close to their creator.
Yeah, people come here to chillax, not to do activities.
Break bread together, pray together, laugh. And there's a lot of laughter here at Thunder Canyon.
Here. Now we're going to, and some of the funniest activities like rock painting is a big hit here.
Yeah, tattoos.
Yeah,
all these like 67-year-old guys and girls walking around with tattoos, American flags. Again, we're super patriotic here.
It's hilarious though, but it's true. Like the fake tattoos, and a lot of people, their kids are more worried about, because they have older children, and the kids are like, where are you going? How did you meet these people? You met these people on YouTube. And then, so what we're doing is we're saying, okay, well, tell your kid they'll get a fake tattoo. We're like, tell your kid you got a tattoo here, let's really mess with the kids. So we're having a lot of fun.
The best way to imagine is, think of this. A lot of people that visit here, we've got 4.9 stars. Everybody that's come, people love this place. It's beautiful. But think of almost a national or a state park that you're a part of deciding the future.
Yes.
And Thunder Canyon is now becoming a set. It's a set where Mercedes and I are going to shoot our videos and share other people's experience in RVing. And we're hoping to have a training center here to teach people how to RV so that they don't get taken advantage of and spend $150,000 on a rig that they want to get rid of in a couple of months. So Thunder Canyon is going to be so many different things, and it's going to be a little different to everybody. But the most important piece is that it's going to be a community of like-minded people.
Yeah, well, and not just that, but when you say this is the set, like John and I don't have to think of video ideas because you guys bring them when you come here and the stuff happens. Like I can't even make up half of the insanity that has happened. And every day we're just like recording randomly on our cell phones because it's like, oh, that's kind of good. That's kind of, and so it just the way it all unfolds.
And we get everything. We get full-time RVs coming through here like we were.
Yeah.
We've got part-timers. We've got weekend warriors.
And
we're getting to, and it's just so fun to meet people and hear about their experience around a campfire or over some food, you know?
Yeah. Well, and we just got a couple questions real quick. How do you become a founder? RVOddsquad.com/join. And you can see all the different levels there as far as like the park pass that lets you camp here at Thunder Canyon, or the founder, which is the big kahuna where you get to be kind of part of the steering committee.
You'll see everything we do. We meet regularly. Yeah. We'll get doing the podcast there. You're going to get a ton of different benefits. You actually, as a founder, you'll get products at prices that we wholesale pricing.
Yeah, that we can't
TST, Soft Star. We can't even tell you what we pay, but you know what you pay or what we pay because that's what you pay.
Yeah, you see the whole.
But up to 40, 50, 60% off on products that are great that every RVer should have.
Yeah, and then following up, Richard had a question about the renewal. Yeah, so it's a yearly thing. So you could do the yearly park pass. You could do a founder. Most people start with the park pass, then they upgrade to founder. Yeah. But it's a every year thing, and it just automatically renews. So you don't have to do any work.
Yeah, and park pass gets you in here. You can camp. You can make a reservation. We don't take walk-ins.
That's a big thing. We should talk about that
thing because we have lots of people come and because of our insurance liability and liability insurance purposes. You can't come on here unless you're a member and you've signed the proper paperwork. That's how you become a member. Mm-hmm. And so don't think you're going to drive 6 or 7 hours to come look at Thunder Canyon because you can't get in if you do not have a reservation. We're a member-only park.
That's actually, I'm going to sit here for just a minute. We need to let this simmer because we have had a lot of people that have just stopped by. Like they just come by and they want a tour. And it's like, I wish that I had nothing going on, that I could, at the drop of a hat, like just to give you a tour. That would be so much fun. But that's not how our lives are set up.
No.
And so when you come by unannounced, without having talked to us previously and set up a time and a place, then it creates a situation where we're in the middle of 15 other things and we have to stop that. And it's just, we can't accommodate like walk-ins. We can't accommodate, and that's why another reason why we have the membership and why we have the gate, which people like having the gate up front because there's a certain amount of security that offers.
Well, and it keeps our prices down, guys. We've already lowered our price, and the bigger we get, the more members we have, the lower again, it's not about money. It's about building a beautiful campground that all our members can afford and look forward to coming back to. More than 75% of the people who are here right now have been here before.
Yeah.
There's something about Thunder Canyon just draws people back. And I think it's the community and the beauty of this place.
Yeah. No, I agree. And we're kind of looking through.
With that said, we do tours, but for founders. So when a founder comes in, those who have supported our vision and the work that we do, we go bend over backwards to help them. We talk with them. We text with them when they need help. We've actually trained a couple of people and taught them how to buy an RV, just by becoming a founder. But we give everyone who's a founder here, we take them out on a tour. It's about a 45-minute thing. We show you all of Thunder Canyon on a side-by-side. We can get up to 6 people on this car, and it's an absolute blast.
Okay. I just saw something that kind of piggybacks off what you just said. So someone was like, well, I agree, but how do I know if I want to be a part of this, and if I don't know the cost, or if I haven't seen the park, or blah, blah, blah. So number one, we have a lot of videos where we show kind of a tour and we show the park on video.
Yeah, if you watch our videos, you know what Thunder Canyon looks like.
With that said, maybe the time has come to do an updated tour video. And we could even put that on the Thunder Canyon website.
By the way, if you want to get a lot of these questions answered, go to thundercanyoncampground.com.
Yeah.
Again, you won't be able to make a reservation until you become a member. Guys, but for $99 and you're a member all year, you'll pay for your stay. You'll pay for your membership if you stay here 4, 5, 6 days.
Exactly. So, but what we can do in the near future, I'm not committing to this right now. We'll do a tour video where we, get on the side-by-side and drive people around so they can virtually see it, because that's fair. But then if you have questions on the membership, every question, 90% of the questions that people have, we've actually posted the answers online. The problem is people just either don't know what site to go to,
Right.
or sometimes, you know, I don't know about you, but I don't always read. I don't. So I'm not trying to call people out, but I certainly skip. So rvoddsquad.com/join lists all pricing, all benefits, like very detailed.
You see all of it. Yeah. And we give you so much more than that stuff too, guys. It's just, we haven't updated that in 6 months because we haven't had time.
Yeah.
But we're always adding value to those who have lifted us up.
Yeah.
And all of our founders, they're benefiting from the success of us, the RV Odd Couple, because as the park grows and as our channel grows, they get the benefits of it. And that's, we broke 700.
Woohoo!
We just broke 704. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Good morning. As I say, God morning. What a beautiful day.
Yeah. But to piggyback off of that, I like the feedback of give me a tour video.
Sure.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
totally a great
fair.
idea. We'll work on a tour video where we show you what Thunder Canyon looks like. Again.
And we'll call it tour because even though we've done multiple tour videos of Thunder Canyon, you may not know which video to click on. So we will make a video dedicated to the tour.
Exactly. And then you'll know what you're getting into. But I can promise you this. All the videos that we've done and our members that watch every video we do, guys,
you've seen the place.
You've seen the place.
Yep.
But with that said, everyone who has come and visited, they all agree it's nothing. Once you see it in person, pictures and videos don't do it justice. There's something very special here.
Well, and that's the piece too, that unfortunately you can't always get the size of the huge canyon and the huge, between the canyon and the size of some of these boulders, it's really, really hard to find a picture that can give the sizing, the dimension, that can do justice, especially also the different colors. So we have the greens of the trees, the moss, the leaves, all these different things that are just so gorgeous, the color of the water. And sometimes you can't translate that to the camera that well.
Yeah. So Roger asked, "Do you still own the campground?" We are partners with the RV Odd Squad.
Yep.
There's 24 other families that helped us put this whole thing together, guys. As it gets successful, we're all successful together. And what the coolest thing about this is those members who came in and helped us purchase this and put this together and helping us run Thunder Canyon, none of them are interested in profit. They knew right out of the gate we were interested in legacy and building something very, very special. The place is already worth quadruple what he bought it for, but
yeah, well, no, and that's the thing too, is that this is a legacy mission. This is about legacy. And we also got some other feedback about a frequently asked questions page. We can do that too. I mean, I appreciate the feedback on how to make things better, but we have answered all of these questions already.
Yeah, we have. You know, if you like our channel and you like what we're talking about, at least subscribe to our channel.
So then you get the notifications if you hit the bell.
Well, sometimes you'll get them. But we ask all of you, if you like Mercedes and I and you followed us, always check in Sunday morning at 9 o'clock to see if we've dropped a video. For some reason, I guess a lot of our members haven't been getting notifications when we drop a video. And you guys watching our videos from the beginning to the end of the video helps us a ton. It helps. So if you don't have the money, and some people don't have the money or they don't RV, but they love what we're doing. They love the honesty,
the realness,
the realness of what we do, because we show it all.
Well, and to piggyback off of that, people are asking for like drone footage and this. That's why on Sundays when we've got
drone footage, you got to go watch our videos.
well, that's why. So when we do Sundays, when we do a video, if you're on the mailing list, our email list. Yeah, and you're on our email list. We email you every Sunday letting you know, like, okay, this is the video.
We just dropped the video, right?
In case you didn't get the notification. So, we try to make these things available. And most importantly, we're trying to tell the story because you can't make this stuff up. The insane things that happen here, the struggles, just as we have these really high highs, you have equally challenging lows. And it's just an incredible, wild adventure that you just can't make this stuff up.
Mobile Tech acts a large flat area for towing and backup training. Guys, we've got a place here like that.
We're working on that. You're reading our minds, people.
We're trying to build a place like no other so that those who really are interested in the RV space can come in here and actually see and feel what it's like. We can actually train them. We do have a large area where we can actually train people how to drive a fifth wheel or a Class A. Some people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a vehicle and then they're terrified to drive it. So there's a lot of training you should be doing. Don't just go to a dealership and buy the dream. You should have done your research for 6 months, a year.
Yep.
Don't buy off the cuff.
Yeah.
Have a solid plan and be part of a community that's going to help you not make the mistakes we made.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the other piece to it, so we have, so the Thunder Canyon came with some cabins, but unfortunately, weather, they had been kind of abandoned for 10 years. So what we're thinking
Thank you, Carl, for becoming a new member.
And what we're thinking we're going to do is we will let the local fire department practice on those cabins.
Yep.
If you catch my drift, and we'll definitely record that. Don't worry. So we'll let them practice and then use those sites as practice. So my goal is to have like a Class A, a Class B, a Class C, a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, and then they're all rentable. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you're like literally walking through them. You can come in and feel the RV.
And then maybe, hopefully, if this continues to grow, then the manufacturers send us a couple of new models.
Yeah.
Right. To show, and hey, you like this model? Come in and stay in it for a couple of days.
Exactly.
Learn how to do it before you spend a fortune.
And then the other thing too that I think is absolutely hilarious is we were joking saying like, for an extra fee, we won't hook up the sewer and you can hook up your own sewer. You can like pay to train, but that was a joke. But literally a lot of these, like we have 2 RVs that are serving as rentals right now. And people really like that experience. Members. Yeah. Well, people like the experience of renting an RV, but then you don't have the burden of moving it. It's already stationary. It's already set up. So you still get the RV experience without having to set it up.
Kathy Isaac, we've been talking about that earlier. The email, you got notified today by our email. That's why it's so important to be on our email list, guys. Just go to rvoddcouple.com and sign up for our newsletter.
Yep.
We were exploding until we found this campground. Then we really started talking about God and family. I started getting a little bit too political. And YouTube smacked us. Our views are off 75% from what they used to be. We were just growing like gangbusters. Now we grow really slow, but the community, the people, the quality of the people that are RV Odd Squad members are second to none. Second to none. Best community in the RV Odd Squad in the RV space.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, like our email list.
You're piggybacking a lot today.
I'm sorry. No, so I'll stop piggybacking. But like our email list, like are people that are really interested. They all open the email and they all like want to see the video and that sort of thing. So most people are getting notified by us emailing them, not necessarily by YouTube.
Deeper still. Yeah. Well, if you watch our videos regularly, you know that Thunder Canyon is the first step in what we hope to be a network of campgrounds all over America. Thunder Canyon is the first step. Mercedes and I are actively looking for additional campgrounds. We just went and looked at one last week.
Yeah.
All over the country. We want to spread them out.
Yeah.
The difference is that when we do find something, we will never, ever again announce it publicly because we got hit with 10,000 emails.
It was insane.
Now we go to our founders. We go to the people who are members and we bring it up to them. We do it more private fashion and then we work it out.
Yeah, because what we realized, someone had asked, how'd you find Thunder Canyon? That's a whole story in and of itself. But
we tell you that when we tour you. We tell you all the craziness that happened.
Exactly. But the long and the short of that is that we found it on Zillow, and John was like, we made a video and we announced it to everyone, and it just got pure insanity. Like people were coming to Miss Kitty, who owned the campground before us. They were coming to her house writing her checks for twice what it was on the market for. It was just pure insanity. So that's why we're never going to share about the next campground.
We'll never do it public again, guys. Never, ever again. And so, right now we passed 800 total members. We couldn't do this without in our membership. We're hoping to get it to 10,000 in the next couple of years.
Yeah, think about the buying power we would have.
Anything's possible with God, and again, I think it's because everything we've done since we started this is we focus on helping as many people as we can, and God takes care of the rest, and that's what Thunder Canyon is.
Yeah. It's funny because some people have asked, you should have special guests. I think we might have a guest on the show. She's a little
sagey.
Yeah, I have a feeling she might be coming on the show.
A lot of you have watched Sage grow up.
Yeah.
A lot of you have seen Sage. You guys know she didn't talk for the first 3 years.
Yep.
We went out, started our adventure and went all the way around the country. And then we came back for her year appointment and they diagnosed her with autism. and we were devastated. This is right about when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And we went to the RV Odd Squad in one of these lives, and we told them what was going on. And the prayers, the love, the support that we got changed everything. Long story short, we sat tight in Florida while Sage had a team of therapists at Johns Hopkins Children's Hospital. And then one day we were sitting in the RV making a video.
Yep, working.
And Sage said
work.
she would say one or two words.
Milk,
food, dad,
mom.
mommy. Yeah. And then we're sitting there and she says the Lord's Prayer beginning to end because Mercedes and I have been sending that prayer with her every single day.
It's the Swiss Army knife of prayers.
And we just broke into tears and crying, and we credit God, of course, and the RV Odd Squad for doing that for us. That's when the whole thing changed, and we started doing this not for money, but just for the community.
Well,
and hopefully our community grows and grows and grows and grows, and we all benefit together.
Well, that was right around the time we did our first Palooza, which, by the way, guys, our next Palooza is
next week. Yeah,
so,
next week.
It's crazy to reflect, but when we started spending the time with the community, not just virtually on the YouTube video, but when we started getting to meet our people and talk to them and break bread and sit around a fire and just hang out, this became more of a mission than it did a channel or like an income thing, or like, people say fans. It's like, no, we're in this together. We're shoulder to shoulder. We're all walking shoulder to shoulder together, just trying to trudge our way through this, whatever it is that we're going through right now.
I'm trying to share this here. From the 4th of July.
I think
do you know how to
do
it?
That one or one of those ones.
This one?
Yeah, or this one maybe.
Oh, there's the RV Odd Squad.
Try this one.
This one?
There
it goes.
One, or maybe
that's one of them. Community really is everything, and we had more than 100 people come out and spend the 4th of July here.
That was a grand opening.
It was a grand opening, guys. Everybody, when they would, at the end of the weekend, we were all exhausted because it was like 95 degrees, and that tent that you see in the background, we had it filled.
We were understaffed. Everything.
And again, we did this without employees. Everybody was on board for this. Hey, you know what? We need something in the kitchen. Every 4 or 5 people jumped in the kitchen. It's incredible. Yep. It's the way things should be. It's the way things used to be.
Yeah.
And it's just old school stuff.
Because guess what? A secret. People want to help. People want to be a part of something. People want to contribute.
People are lonely.
Yeah.
This insanity, the craziness that has happened in our country over the last couple of years is insane. It's, it used to happen every few years. Now happens once a week, some bombshell thing where everything's coming off, and it's been hard, and people have been isolated and alone.
Well, and there's a feeling of nihilism and like things don't matter. And when you help someone else, when you contribute, when you volunteer, you feel like you matter. And that's what I think people.
If you suffer from depression, the quickest way to get out of depression is help somebody else. You have something that somebody else needs. Help them.
Yeah.
God will take care of the rest of it.
It actually feels better to help than to get the help. That's the kind of the secret. I that's definitely the secret. It gets you out of yourself. I know we're a little behind on the comments, guys.
Okay, so we got 13 minutes left here, and we're going to actually go in and see if we can find some more questions from you guys.
Yeah, this would be a good time to open it up for questions.
Thank you, New Lifer. Hey, Kelly McCall, we love you. Thank you for all the comments you give us on the channel.
RV Kids TV, if you guys, they what is it
Renee
called?
Bose, she's actually one of our members. Renee's going to be coming soon, and we're going to give her a tour, steal her for about an hour, and she'll drive around on the side-by-side with me and Mercedes and Sage, and we'll show her the beauty of Thunder Canyon. Brian Bouchard.
Yeah.
Thomas Brain. Thomas Brain is one of the people that has been instrumental from the beginning, him and his wife, with getting this thing off the ground. He's like 97 years old.
Were gonna do that.
And he's probably one of my best friends now. He's my brother. All of these people, Carlos and
he's not really 97, but John, the problem is that John can get away with murder. So John literally says that he's 97, even though he's not. And the craziest thing, the more John heckles Tom, the more I think Tom loves John.
Steve Lucier, he's been with us for forever. Randy, what's up, Randy?
Yeah, Susan Lombardo.
Susan Lombardo, she came here and never tented in her life.
She was a hoot.
She was a hoot. We gave her a great spot. All the RV Odd Squad members helped her set up her tent, and it was. This is what happens. People feel this yearning, this pull at the heart that I gotta go there. I gotta see what's going on. And they come from all over the country. We had people come all the way from 2,700 miles away to spend a weekend here.
Yeah. Well,
everyone had a great time.
And then the 4th of July, we had a half a dozen, well, I'd say maybe 4 to half a dozen tent campers. But when you tent camp in your 60s, it's like not that fun, apparently. Everyone was like, oh, my back, my back. So that's why we need to get this place into a bed and breakfast as quickly as possible so that everyone has a bed.
Yeah. And if you want to come, we want you to be able to come. We know it's a tough time right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're all struggling.
Everything's
with our
changing,
things.
Craziness going on every day, and gas prices are high, inflation's through the roof. And so, one of the ways you can support us, if you really want to support the vision, what we're doing, just subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, watch our videos.
Like the video, give it a thumbs up.
Nothing.
And always check to see if anything's going on. For some reason, YouTube hasn't been sending out notifications when we drop a video. We've seen that really fall off.
Yeah.
And the final thing you can do is watch the video from the beginning to the end and comment. Let us get to know you. Yeah, let us get to know you. Kelly McCall, she comments every single week. Yep, and so you get it, Kelly. Mark Irvin came here with his son Logan and his I'm sorry. What? I can't talk and have
I know, but your godson.
Huh?
Your
Hey,
your godson's
Nick Montero, my godson's here.
I needed to. Sorry, it's family. I gotta,
That is family.
I gotta give it some love. So
hey,
sorry.
Nick, send love to the family and everybody.
Yeah.
Hope things are good for you, buddy. Thanks for coming and saying hello.
Yeah, the weather's perfect at this time of year.
He's blood family, and Nikki, this guy right here, he's my brother family. Mark came here with his son Logan. About 7, 8 months ago.
No, a year ago.
And now we can't get rid of him. And he knows Thunder Canyon better than I do. This guy has done everything. He's busy every day. He's bought into the dream. He's one of our owners and one of the people that are helping make this such a beautiful place. Randy G. Persilmer has been with us for a while. You've seen some of the ugly stuff that's happened with us, but what you see is what you get.
Yeah. A lot of people, thank you for praying for our kiddo.
We think that's what healed Sage was the prayer and the love that you guys got. And that's why we love our community so much.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing too, is that you guys see it. Like you guys see the good, the bad. I mean, last week's video was kind of rough on you, and you handled it like a champ. We're not afraid to show when we're idiots. And fortunately for you, that happens about every other week. We do something silly.
Actually, we did start a Rumble channel about a year ago. We just threw it up. I threw five of our best videos on it, and it gets nothing.
Yeah,
it just doesn't get anything. YouTube owns the space, and they make us or break us. So that's why it's so important. Join our email.
Yeah, that way.
Okay, if you don't like censorship, join our email. You'll always know when we drop a video. You'll always know what's going on. If you don't get our email or on our email list, you may miss it. We do some, Facebook deleted my Facebook page. They deleted me because of some things that I feel about, I shared political stuff, and they don't like that. And the censorship is nuts now. So make sure you're a subscriber of the channel and give us your email so we can tell you what's going on.
Yeah, and we have links to all this stuff down below. So we got a lot of options.
Saturday is Sabbath for some.
Yeah.
Here's Dennis Salvato. God bless you, buddy. He's another one, man. Dennis has been with us since the very beginning. He was at our first Palooza in Florida. Remember that, guys? It was actually a tropical storm. We got poured out all weekend. It was a muddy mess, but we had an absolute blast. And Dennis was just here with his wife Kathy.
They're amazing people.
They're amazing people. And he's I think he's in his, I don't want to embarrass. I'm guessing that he's in his mid-70s. Because he looks fantastic and he dances up a storm. Him and Kathy started dancing and never stopped.
He acts like he's in his 40s. But that's
he's in great shape.
And that's probably why, because he's stubborn as an ox. And he's like, I'm dancing, I'm having fun. And didn't he go on the hike through the river too?
He did. He went on the hike with us. We did a hike here at Thunder Canyon where about 50 people, and I'd say about 25 over 65, 70 came along. But the best part of it was like Boy Scouts. When you're younger and strong, you help those who are behind you, help those that don't have the kind of, we just help each other.
Yeah.
And that's what made that hike so special.
Yeah. Okay. So he's 74, but he acted like he was 47.
74. I was close. I love you, Dennis. Love you, Kathy.
Yeah. Our people are just the best. And a lot of you guys are asking about emailing us privately. That is not necessarily the best way to reach us because we're so short staffed.
Moxie, you can send us an email at rvoddcouple@gmail.com. But guys, we are so far behind.
Yeah.
We both work 18, 19 hours a day. We teach our daughter school.
Yeah.
And we just eventually we're going to need some help. And again, the help that we do get is usually from our family in the RV Odd Squad. We are looking to hire somebody.
Yeah.
To help Mercedes, more of a personal assistant.
Yeah.
We're hoping that God sends a young family with a 6-year-old here to Thunder Canyon. Maybe they have some things that they can bring. And,
the kids can play together.
Yeah, but we're hoping that fall is filling up fast here in Thunder Canyon. There's no better time of the year to come to Thunder Canyon than in the fall. So if you can come visit us, even if it's for a few days.
Yeah. Yeah. And membership, it's actually $97, but John likes to say $99.
I don't know why I always say $99.
It's just he's attached to the number. And once once you learn how to do something a certain way and then they change technology on you and then you got to learn a new way. He's like, I'm attached to 97. So when you go there, you get a $2 discount.
Ron Barnes, John, we've been following you both since the beginning and you both do the show.
A value.
Being a family.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're kind of a strange phenomenon, we give all the credit. All the credit goes to God. But when Mercedes and I left almost 4 years ago, we gave our lives to God and said, wherever you want us to go. We started driving an RV and YouTubing it, and we told the truth, and that has turned into something really special, and we're super excited to see what comes next. And right now we're at a campground of 226 acres. That 226 acres Thunder Canyon Campground is now the set for lots of stuff that's coming your guys' way. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Watch us build our cabin. Watch us build our greenhouse.
Chickens.
Watch us become self-sufficient. Drill a well. Put in solar systems so that I don't need electric. If the grid goes down, we will survive. We'll have cows. We'll have chickens. We're looking at some goats, right?
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
So
the announcement is the pivot. I mean, do we still want to get a smaller V and hop around from places?
Oh yeah, we want to Super C. I want to get back out west. I want to go see Jason and Amy. We went out with them caravanning for what 2-3 months.
Amy wants ducks, so we'll get our revenge, giving them loads and loads of
west
ducks.
of the Mississippi it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We can't wait to get back there. Again, nothing's impossible without God. We'll find the right RV when it's ready, and we'll take 1 week, 2 week, 3 week shots out, and we'll always make sure we let you guys know when we are going to be at Thunder Canyon and we're not going to be in Thunder Canyon. You got to be a member to know that.
Yep. So if you guys have any questions, we're going to try our better to answer them online, and we'll do a tour video, and we'll have a frequently asked questions page for Thunder Canyon. We have one for RV Odd Couple, but that's more RVing questions. A lot of you guys will ask us, what kind of RV should I buy? And it's like, here's our buying RV videos. But as far as Thunder Canyon, we will definitely do a better job of getting you guys info on it. It's so beautiful.
William Hearn is another one that's been with us forever. Thank you for the prayers, the love, and the positive comments every single week. And thank you more for accepting me for who I am. I have some pretty low moments, and we don't cut that out. We share all of it. We think it's important that we don't do that. And William's been there for me when I've been down by picking me up a little bit,
Yeah, well,
Share's another one.
People like you more by seeing, because you're real. You know what I mean? Because we could easily paint this picture.
Well, I'm not the man I want to be, but I'm the man. I'm better than the man I was yesterday. I'm working on it, guys.
Yeah.
God's working on me.
Yep. And I'm so excited. So for today, for example, in 2 minutes, we're going to head over to the hall, and we are going to have some breakfast, and we're going to drink some coffee, and we're going to hang out with our people. And then this afternoon, we're going to have an American cookout.
Yeah, we're going to do an American cookout, and we're going to all hang around and just enjoy the gifts that God has given all of us. So
we're supposed to do a hike, but I don't know. It's
the weather. Rainy. Yeah, it's crazy how dry it's been here this year, but Thunder Canyon isn't dried up. Nope. And so come on out and visit us. Thank you so much for all your love, support. Keep the prayers coming.
Yep.
And we really hope to meet you soon.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Love you guys.